Yes, welcome back to the Sports Show. Time to get to the Southern Footy League. Another exciting weekend in the Southern Footy League. The Prez, Craig Warman, joins us as always. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Yeah, thanks for having me, boys.
Mate, let's get through it because it was an interesting weekend. We've said all along Flaggies Hill looked like the team to beat. We thought Christie's Beach might test them a little bit, but it looks like Flaggies are still sitting nicely 12-17, 89 to 8-3, 51. If they had a kicked straight Flaggies, it could have been nasty.
Very much so. And when you look at the way they were able to curtail the forward line of Christie's was unbelievable. Yes, Nobesy got 4 goals in the end, the big star recruit, but they were virtually gimmies over the top when they were able to break through the zone set up by the Flagstaff Hill Footy Club, and couldn't get through as often as they would have liked. So they were very, very well drilled, and again on a big oval, going to take a power beating.
Now it's like a very big power of beating, mate. That's what they're going to do. 12-7. If they kick straight, they belt them, don't they? Really, that's the key there.
Yeah, normally Butcher, I think he kicked 2-5. Yeah. Normally you put it down for 6-1.
Yeah.
So yeah, just had a bit of an off day.
All right, REYNELLA, and happy birthday now, mate.
My boys, REYNELLA.
We have to say happy birthday, don't we? To Billy.
Billy,
88.
Billy, 88. Happy birthday to Billy. Yes, mate, one of the great sponsors of our show. 30 years.
That's
Air
amazing.
diffusion agencies have been going, and him and Rhonda have built it into just a nice little empire, mate.
Brilliant.
So well done to Billy and Rhonda out there. And then the footy boys got up for him as well, mate. So it was a good weekend for Billy.
Good weekend for Billy.
Yep. Hey, but in saying that, and there's been a stat that's come out, and we'll talk about it a little bit later too. I want to have a chat to you about the number of inaccurate kicking. So not taking anything away, REYNELLA were terrific, 9-3, but Happy Valley 5-11. So you go, well, that's 16 scoring shots to 12. If they straighten up a little bit, the result's different again.
And again, you make a very valid point. The bottom line is, across all spectrums of footy at the moment, really bad kicking for goal.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
And it's not as if we've had rough weather.
No.
On the weekend was beautiful.
Last weekend it was absolutely perfect.
Exactly right.
So no excuses. No, and again, to play at Christie's Beach with Flagstaff Hill, in answer to their situation, it was a perfect day. There was no breeze, and that's very unusual for Christie's Beach Oval. So yeah, it's one of those
It's
things.
the way they're stacking up the defence. We won't analyse it now, but we will have a chat about that a bit later. Mate, your team Cove, Noarlunga.
No, I'm on Flagstaff Hill.
Oh, you're going to Flagstaff Hill now, have you?
Yeah.
Righto. Okay, Noarlunga had a big win over Cove. Probably the first big win of the round. Not just this round, but since it started back, this is the first big score we've seen a team get away from another team. And we don't talk about the margin because it was a big one, but were you surprised by the margin?
Surprised by the margin, because I saw Cove the week before against Port Noarlunga, and it was a pretty good game. Yeah. But I think Noarlunga are out to probably resurrect, and they needed that to kickstart their finals, their campaign. Yeah. Because the 2 previous weeks, yes, they were very good against Christie's, and Christie's beat them in the end. Then they got a surprising loss to MORPHETT in round 2. So it was one they had to get on the board
to get going.
And Porty's MORPHETT. Now there's another one. It's 38 points.
Yeah, but we did mention last week that MORPHETT's record at Port Noarlunga isn't all that flash.
Yep.
Well, it certainly isn't.
Yeah, no real surprise for me.
Yeah.
But probably the margin in that one, because I thought that one would have been a bit closer too. Yeah. But credit where credit's due. Clint Howes down there has got a young side, and you're going to get those ups and downs, as we know. But a good result for them in the end.
Yeah. Although if you look at MORPHETT, I know it's a big loss, and again, taking nothing away, Port Noarlunga played really well, but MORPHETT are slowly improving. You go back 18 months ago, they were in a bit of a mess. Each game, each season, they've started to continue to improve. They're not that far off the mark now. Well, a year away. They're maybe a year away from starting to smell finals. Yeah,
you're probably right. If not this year. I think there's going to be a toss-up between them and REYNELLA to take that 4th spot in the finals.
Oh,
so it will be interesting.
Yeah, no,
it'll be. Look at the ladder at the moment, Phil.
It'll be REYNELLA.
Yeah?
Don't worry about that. I mean, my team's going to be.
They're sitting second bottom at the minute.
Oh, we've played 3 games. Come
REYNELLA.
On. Yeah, well, we've won 1 and lost 2. It's not that bad.
You're jumping them over Noarlunga and Happy Valley You're leaping the boys. I think you boys are both
boys. I like the way the Prez's thinking. That's all I want to say. I'm going with the Prez on this one. Hey, let's have a look at round 4, mate, because it is going to be an absolute rip snorter. Noarlunga, this is probably the game of the round 2 at Aldinga. Noarlunga up against Happy Valley, 5v6.
It will be a really good game. Guy Ridgway at Happy Valley, he's got the boys battling along nicely, but Noarlunga found their mojo last week, and at home they're always hard to beat.
Cove and Christie's Beach. Now there's one.
Both teams coming in off a loss.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is at Cove.
At Cove, yeah.
And depending on what the weather throws up down there, it can be a little bit dicey. But
fine weekend, evidently.
Yeah, look, I think Christie's need to bounce back after last week.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I think they'll get Cove.
All right, this will be the testing one because we're saying Port Noarlunga are on the improve. They're going pretty well. They get to the juggernaut, Flagstaff Hill. So it is 1v2, and although it is at Flagstaff, so it's home for them, we'd expect Flaggies to win, but we'd predict it to be a close one.
Well, if you actually look at the results last year, corresponding game, Porties actually beat Flagstaff Hill at Flagstaff Hill.
Yep.
So it holds no fear for the cockle divers going out there. So I expect a pretty competitive game, but again, I saw Flagstaff Hill last week, and I think they're going to take a power beating.
MORPHETT VALE REYNELLA, last one of the round. That's
Sunday
this is an
game.
important one.
Yeah,
yep.
A very important game for both clubs, and as you know, the old battle down there. Doesn't matter where these two sides sit on the table. It's a bit like the old Port Norwood games. MORPHETT VALE, as we said, are on the improve. But I think Craig Austin's got a really good bunch of kids down there, and I'm going to tip the Wineflies to beat the Emus at Wheat Shift Road.
Okay.
All right, mate. Always good to get you in. I think REYNELLA will get over Morphe's. Sorry about that.
You're not allowed to tip. Why are you tipping?
Because I'm tipping my team. I put my colours up, mate. We're not top of the ladder. I didn't jump on Flagstaff Hill like you did. Hey, stay with us. Baz and I'll sort this out during the break.